Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Danny and today's video is going to be about my Dutch braid hairstyle. I always do braids in the summertime because they're easy, they're cute, and the best part is there's no heat involved. After I show you guys all my different braids that I do, I'm going to show you guys how I curl my hair using just this tie from a robe. My hair is obviously bleached, it is not natural blonde, so it does take a lot of damage. So I hate putting extra damage on it by using heat. This robe hair hack is the best thing that I've ever found online. I think I found it on TikTok, which is, I find everything on TikTok. TikTok's great, but yes, it is the best thing. I'm very excited to show you guys it. I've told my sister, I told my best friend, like they're all tying their hair in robes at night and sleeping in it. It works, trust me. But first, I'm going to show you guys how to braid my hair. Before I start, I'm not the best at hair. I'm not a hairdresser. I give credit to people that can do perfect updos in hair. Sometimes it takes me like a few minutes to like get the braid perfect. So it might not look professional because I'm not a hair professional, but it works for me. My friends love when I braid their hair, so I'm going to show you guys how I do it and some of the styles that I use. Before I start, I'm going to show you guys what we're going to need, which is in the bathroom. Okay, so to first Dutch braid your hair, you're going to need a comb with like a very sharp end to part your hair because the part is really important. In the back, you want it to be even and not like zigzag or uneven or jagged or anything. So you definitely want that to be even. So you need to be precise with that. Then you are going to need, oh damn, they were open. Close them, some elastics. I use clear because my hair is blonde. So sometimes at the end, if you have pieces that are sticking out and they're just a little too loose, you can just use some bobby pins to fix them and just stick them back in. So yeah, that's really all you're gonna need for this hairstyle. So I'll get to it. So let's just jump right in.
Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is to part your hair evenly down the middle. I actually had to have my sister help me with this step because I could not get it even. It was very hard. And then I just like to tie the one section of my hair that I'm not braiding out of the way just so I don't accidentally grab a section from that side when I'm braiding. So to start your braid, you're just going to grab a small section of hair from the front, and when you pull down on this section, you want to make sure that it's a straight line as possible. And I actually realized I grabbed way too much hair, so you're going to want to start with a small section because that will make sure your braid will start at the top of your head as opposed to in the middle. And then when you divide your hair into 3 sections, just try to make sure they are as equal as you can get them. Once you have your 3 strands of hair, you're going to take one of the outer strands and go underneath of the middle strand. You're going to want to do that again on the other side, the outer strand underneath the middle. Then you're just going to add a small section of hair to that outer strand. And once you added more hair to the outer strand, you're just going to go under the middle strand. And you're going to do the same thing for the next side. And I just like to smooth down the new hair with my fingers to make sure there are no bumps. And as you can see here, I am really utilizing all of my fingers to braid. They're always pinching some hair, keeping it separated. It may look very confusing if you're unfamiliar with braiding, but trust me, the more you do it, the more you'll just know what to grab and what to wrap under. It gets very easy over time. As you move down your head, you're going to grab bigger strands of hair. So this might be easier for you guys to see what I'm doing. So I'm just grabbing more hair, smoothing it out, make sure it's all even, and wrapping it under that middle strand. Right when you're about 3/4 of the way down your head, you want to make sure there is no more hair left to grab, because if you wait till the bottom of your head, you're going to have a really loose braid and it's going to hang down. Once you reach the braid all the way to the bottom, you're just going to secure it with an elastic and tie it off. And there you have it. That is the finished Dutch braid all the way down. So now you're just going to take your hair tie out and braid the other side. Had to stretch out my arms real quick. They got a little tired. And then we're just going to move on to the other side. You're going to do the same exact process as you did for the first braid. So you're just going to grab a small section of hair, pull down on it, make sure that line is straight and even with the first side. So then you're just going to split it into 3 equal sections and start by taking the outer strand under the middle, the other outer strand under the middle, and start by grabbing more hair and doing the same process as before. As you guys can see here, I lost track of the 3 separate strands. They all just kind of combined into one. So I'm just going to hold a section a little bit above where I messed up, and that will help me separate the 3 strands again. So if that happens to you, that's my easy trick to get them all back in line. So once you're finished tying the other one off with an elastic, this is what 2 Dutch braids are going to look like. Now I have very thin hair, so I just like to pull them out a little bit and make them appear bigger and fuller. So I'm just going to do this throughout the entire braid. So there you can see the difference between the 2 braids, and I'm just going to do the same exact thing on the other braid. Now, when my hair is all pulled back, I just like to pull some little pieces out on the sides, just so they kind of frame your face and it's not all tight and slicked back. And there you go. That is how I like to style my Dutch braids, and that's how I normally do them. There are so many different hairstyles I do using 2 Dutch braids. So the first one is just going to take out the elastics at the bottom and unbraid until you reach the bottom of your head. Once you reach the bottom of your head, you're just going to take an elastic and put it in a bun. Once you're done the first side, you're just going to do the same exact thing to the other side. So you're just going to unbraid until you reach the bottom of your head. Take another elastic and you're just going to do the same bun you did on the other side. Okay, and moving on to the next hairstyle I do with 2 Dutch braids. I probably do this one the most because it is so cute, it's so easy. I had to start by taking out the 2 buns that we previously did, but if you're just doing this hairstyle, just start by 2 Dutch braids about halfway down your head. You're going to grab just a cute scrunchie you have laying around, and you're just going to tie it in a ponytail. And there you have it. That's how easy it is. Super cute, super fun, just a quick, simple hairstyle. The next hairstyle I'm going to show you is 2 Dutch braids coming down into a bun. This hairstyle is a lot less casual than the others and, in my opinion, a little bit more fancier. You're just going to take a normal hair tie, and I dropped mine, so I had to grab a new one. So just a normal hair tie, and you're going to take it in a ponytail and just roll your hair in a circle to create a bun. For me, this bun came out just a little too far, so I'm just going to take 2 bobby pins and pin one at the bottom and one at the top, just so it's closer to my head and it doesn't stick out as much. And there you have it. That's 2 Dutch braids into a bun.
Okay, so that is how I Dutch braid my hair, and that is the different hairstyles that I do with 2 Dutch braids. But for the curling with the robe string, you're gonna need to wash your hair. So I'm gonna go do that, and then I'll explain how I curl it.
So my hair is freshly washed. It probably dried for about an hour. So the back and underneath is still damp, which is exactly how you want it to be. And then you're just gonna part your hair how you normally do. So I just did my side part and roughly separated the 2 sections. They do not have to be even whatsoever. You're going to put the robe right over top of your head, and I just like to secure the one side I'm not currently braiding with a clip just because the robe tends to fall. And you're just going to start by taking a section of hair in the front, and you're going to wrap it over top of the robe and pull it back under. It's always going to stay on the same side, and then you're going to do the same thing with the other section of hair. You're just going to section it off, wrap it across the robe, and pull it back through underneath of it. And then you're just going to repeat this process all the way down. So grab some hair, wrap it over top of the robe, and pull it back down under. It's very important to make this very loose and do not pull it tight. This will make sure the curls are nice big waves. I'm adding in very large sections of hair because I personally like bigger waves opposed to tighter curls. So if you are like me and like big waves, you're just going to add in larger chunks of hair each time. Once you reach the bottom, you're just going to tie it off with a hair tie and wrap it all the way through the robe. It's going to be super long. Once you're done the first side, you're just going to follow the same exact process as you did before. So just grab a section of hair from the front, wrap it over top of the robe, and pull it back through. Now, this next step is optional, but I found out that the looser I make this, the better my curls look in the morning. So I just like to pull on this to make it looser, and it also gives me bigger curls. If a little piece falls out, don't worry. You're going to have to fall asleep on this, so it does not have to be perfect whatsoever. Now you're just going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so this is how mine looks. It's very loose, as you can see, and you're just going to fall asleep, and I'll show you how it looks in the morning. Okay, good morning. So I'm just going to start by taking out the hair tie. And you're just going to start by unraveling the braid that you did. I just like to spray a little bit of hairspray to keep it throughout the whole day. And that is how I curl my hair with the robe. This works perfect for me. I love that I found this, and I'm so glad I get to share it with all of you.
So that concludes today's video on how I Dutch braid my hair, different hairstyles I do, and how I curl my hair with no heat. Thank you guys so much for watching this. Be sure to subscribe to my channel down below and hit the like button. And I'm sure there's going to be more hair and beauty videos in the future. So thank you guys so much. Bye.